Hey guys, I'm CinnamonToastKen, and welcome back to Sakura, however exactly you pronounce it, Spirit, the game about foxy girls and ninjas. In the last episode, we were going to see the spirit lady, and so we're out here in the woods, and we're gonna go find it. I gotta remember my voices now. I forgot them all. We didn't upload one of these yesterday. Sorry about that. These take like almost an hour to record, so it takes a really long time to render them out and put them up on YouTube. Following the directions Mako had received, we set off for the mansion. The three of us made our way through the forest, somehow managing to stay on the route with the help of the familiar. It didn't take us long before we arrived at the place where Machiko had fallen into the river. They say that a cautious fox is worth two, so we made it past the river without further ado. Is that supposed to rhyme like that? No, she had a country voice, that's right. So, according to these familiars, the shrines are supposed to be up ahead? My gaze had fallen upon a series of steps that went up the hill from the dirt path, a gate standing at the top. No, that was the guy talking. Sorry, I forgot their names. My bad, this is the country girl. Sorry. It's Machiko. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What could she want from us? She never summons us. She always bumps into us by chance. Why? She called for us, I wonder. You're so silly. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Maybe she just found a way to stop my headaches. Now that would be truly wonderful, but it's no use guessing. My glasses got stuff on them. There we go. With a stride of confidence in my step, I swiftly climbed the stairs, the girls quickly following in my wake. One was mimicking my own... Sorry, I couldn't read. One was mimicking my own bold steps, while the other followed with small, slow paces. Come on, Oni-sama, why don't you... I can't, gosh, I can't. I'm gonna have one of those days where I can't read anything, even though it's right here on the screen. Let me slow down. Why don't we make a game of it? To take your mind off of it. We could play Hop Along Dandy. Hop, ha! Mako-chan. The spunky girl hopped past me, giving out commands. This freaking dot on my glasses is like right where I would look. Oh man, it's still on there. What the heck? It's like stuck on there. Get off! Get off. No, don't just move. Get off. All the way off. The heck? Look at that huge fingerprint off here now. Alright. Now maybe I can freaking... There we go. Giving commands the older girls seemed to be following. They both moved one step at a time, either hopping, stepping, or jumping to the next step. When one fumbled, the other one took another step, and the command then switched to the other girl. Okay. The panic had almost set in. I really can't read now. The panic that had almost set in had seemingly vanished as Machiko continued the silly little game with her sister. The two reached the top of the steps, and a voice I could have sworn I'd heard somewhere before resounded in the air. How adorable. Mako-chan hasn't changed a bit in all those years, still hopping around on my doorstep like a bunny. Eep! At the sound of the voice, Machiko let out a cry of surprise, her body trembling slightly as the owner revealed herself. The one responsible for Machiko's reaction seemed to be a familiar figure that hopped off the gate with ease and landed gracefully before us, her tail sweeping back and forth through the air. Machi-tan, I'm so delighted to see you again. It's been a while since we last played. Have you been well? Hi, Su-chan! We're playing a really fun game just now. Hello, Sayuri-sama. We are doing well, thank you. Who is this talking? Oh. It did look like a very cute game. Then again, it might have been because two really cute girls were playing it. Still, I am surprised you didn't join them, human. Couldn't keep up with their steps? I was more interested in meeting you than playing some game. How unfortunate to ignore the appeal that games hold. It isn't healthy to always look upon life with such a serious and worrisome attitude. Isn't that right, dear Machi-chan?
That's not fair. Su-chan, Taken, whoever, didn't know the rules, and it wouldn't be fair to bring someone in halfway. If he learns how to play, I'm sure he'll join next time.
It's not really, healthy? The girl took a deep breath and closed her eyes, composing herself. Mako's right. Taka-kun has it. Yeah, whatever. Who cares about the freaking game? I'm just teasing him, dearest. If you haven't freaking realized, you idiots. There's no need to get so worked up, but I'm glad that you're all here. One thing surprises me, however.
What is it?
The fact that your precious Taka-kun is here with you. Doesn't it strike you both as odd, a human like him being so friendly with the spirits? The last time I recall seeing such a thing was when Machi-tan was but a toddler. This has me curious. Why is he with you rather than someone of his own kind?
That's the guards from the village. They arrested him because of our actions. He helped us escape and was arrested instead. We rescued him and allowed him to stay with us. It's fine, I swear. He's just a nice human. He seems to be, not from around here, though.
You need not take offense, my dear. I simply find it rather fascinating to see a human defend a spirit. I'm well aware that he's not from the village. I take little interest in the closed-minded humans of this realm, so your assumptions are correct. The boy is not a being of this world. And yet, he might end up playing an important role whether he likes it or not. So ominous. I already told Mako-chan and Machiko-san this before, but it doesn't matter to me whether they're spirits or not. I like this place. That said, I'd still like to get back to my own world. I have an important tournament to prepare for. All right, your upcoming battle. Let's take this discussion aside, shall we?
We will wait for your return, Taka-kun.
It seemed like the sisters could no longer accompany me. Feeling nervous, my steps grew a bit hesitant as I followed the spirit inside. Here we are, the place of our very first conversation. The place of our very first conversation. I guess now would be a good time to introduce myself. My name is Suyuri, and just like your two companions out there, I am one of the spirits that inhabit this realm. But you're different from them, aren't you? How observant of you, yes. There's a difference between myself and most other spirits. Spirits abide to a rather simple hierarchy. The stronger the spirit, the higher their standing. Then again, strength is often associated with experience. So what? You're saying that you're an ancient being or something? I wouldn't go that far, Takahiro. It's rude to question a girl's age. But let's move on to the subject of your desire to return to your own world. You're going to send me back? Great! I'm afraid sending you back is beyond my capabilities. Hold on! Weren't you the one that sent me here in the first place? I'm afraid that wasn't the case. It was your wish that sent you here. During our first encounter, I did mention this place was special, didn't I?
How does she remember me if she's from the... Weird spirits are weird.
How dare she live outside time like the doctor? Now that I thought about it, she did mention something along those lines. I briefly closed my eyes, trying to recall what she had said before. This place is like no other. That's right. Having spent time with the fox spirits, you likely already know that there's magic in this world. However, it is not as though Mako-chan herself possesses said magic. Rather, her body is simply able to connect with it. That sounds a bit complicated. The bodies of people who are capable of using magic create a special kind of link to magic of this world. And try to imagine it like this. The magic within this world flow through several gateways. We commonly refer to them as mana gateways. Those who possess the ability to use magic draw on the mana flowing from these gates. A different term for those would be mana receivers. So you're also drawing on this magic? Ha! No, my boy. I'm not borrowing the magic of this realm. I am powerful enough to perform magic of my own. However, this shrine is located on a mana gateway, which could explain why the shrine in your world is said to be capable of granting wishes. Then why can't you use that magic to send me back?
Because it's not my magic that brought you here. It's the magic of the shrine, or rather, the world itself that pulled you into this realm.
So you're saying that I'm stuck here forever?
Not forever. You simply need to carry out the will of the world.
Oh, great. You're saying this world has a will of its own? And how the heck am I going to find out what it wants me to do?
That's what you have me for, silly Billy. I'm the guardian of this shrine, so obviously I know of its intentions. In your case, the task you were given was quite a harsh one.
Don't tell me I have to collect wedding sashes.
And marry Machi-chan in the process? You wish. Teasing aside, this region is having its fair share of problems. Spirits and humans have lived apart for a long time, but it wasn't always like this. You have to connect the people.
Great. Wait, spirits have a world of their own?
Yes, but the realm has started to merge with this one, causing some spirits to find themselves trapped here. Unfortunately, this happened before the most powerful spirits had the opportunity to reverse the damage done.
Does that mean Machiko-san and Mako-chan are...
They don't belong to this world. Although neither of them likely realize this, they are much alike human. They were much alike human toddlers. Much alike. Doesn't even fit there. They're much like human toddlers when they first arrived in this world.
I slowly started to understand the reason why the fox spirits and the villagers were on such bad terms. Anyone would be restless if beings from another world that you never heard of suddenly show up on your doorstep. Is that why there's so much tension between them and the villagers?
I'm afraid that the foxes just became the victim of a misunderstanding. You see, Machi-chan and Mako-chan aren't the only spirits within this realm. There are others, which has caused things to escalate.
You mean there are other fox spirits?
Not fox spirits, but other spirits. They were sent to this realm just like the sisters, but unfortunately, they were sent rather far from here. While Machi-tan and Mako-san are close enough for me to care for them, the others weren't so lucky.
My throat kind of hurts from talking like this, I don't know why. What do you mean? Did something happen to them?
Along with Mako-san and Mahi-tan, four other spirits were sent here when the spirits briefly merged. Unlike the Fox sisters, those 4 spirits didn't have anyone to watch over them. As a result, they grew rather spoiled and wild.
So what you're saying is...
Spirits going wild.
It sounded like a recipe for trouble.
Yes, they grew oblivious of the way human society worked, and their behavior made humans mistake them for monsters. Even now, those girls and their games are mistaken as acts of violence. As a result, tension between those spirits and humans.
I don't know if I can do this for 30 more minutes, Jesus. So, Mako-san and Mako-chan are discriminated against because of those spirits?
You can say that, yes.
Then why didn't you try to stop them?
Because I can't leave this forest. I'm a guardian spirit of this shrine. I cannot leave my domain.
I couldn't help but wonder what purpose all this talk about spirits served. Could it have something to do with my finding my way back home? Do you think solving the problem with these spirits could be my ticket out of here?
Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised if dealing with those spirits would solve the problem between the spirits and humans. It'd be difficult to track them down, but there may be an opportunity for you soon.
An opportunity?
I'm sensing one of them, heading through the forest towards the village. If you convince Maki-tan and Mako-san to help to protect the villagers might be willing to accept them.
That did make sense. If Machiko and Mako were seen protecting the village from possible threat, they might be forgiven for the panty incident. Of course. Do you think it'll work?
Only time will tell. For now, you better get the girls and make the haste towards the village before the wild spirit causes you more damage.
Nodding my head in agreement, I quickly ran outside, trying to think of how I can convince Mako and Mako save the village. True that they'd be better off known as heroes rather than pranksters. However, I doubted that the sisters had feelings of fondness towards the villagers, considering their continued treatment of the 2 girls.
I wonder how he'll solve the challenge set before him.
I don't know, my throat. It's tired. I've been talking so much today. Skype calls and crap. Alright. I found Machiko and Meiko talking near the steps heading back to the forest. The two girls looked like they were playing a game similar to hopscotch on the wide shrine steps. It was time for me to figure out how to convince the girls. Ah, Taka-kun, is everything alright? You look worried. I changed your voice. Sayuri told me something interesting. Oh, what was it? Did she tell you Onisama's bust size? Meiko! Owie! Haha, no, nothing like that. And even if she offered to, I'd have said no. I'm a gentleman after all. She told me about some recent events, and I think I found a way to get you both accepted by the village. Wait, what? What did she tell you? She has not told us a thing. She didn't go into too many details. She told me to be... She just told me that some wild spirits caused a lot of trouble for the villagers and gave you guys a bad reputation. If we can convince the villagers that the other spirits are just playing, maybe we can figure out a way to protect them. And if you show up to help, maybe they'll warm up to you. Yay, that'll work for sure. Su-chan and Takani are so smart. Whoa, wait. Meiko, calm down. Taka-kun, there's no way the villagers will accept us that easily. If we convince their elder, the two guards will never forgive us for theft. It's all about panties. I firmly believe that it's better to try something and fail than regret not having tried. I mean, those girls will probably be upset, but maybe they'll be more willing to listen to your story if you were to save the village. It's better to try something than fail and regret not having tried, but won't you be sad if you fail, despite having tried so hard? Well, it will not only hurt if I fail. Wait. Well, it will only hurt if I fail. Nothing is ever set in stone, so it never hurts to try. Well, I was rather certain that this idea would work. I knew that I first had to convince the girl. With the amount of confidence my tone carried, I was hopeful that it was only a matter of time before Machiko would begin to consider it. I'm not sure, Taka-kun. Do you really want to face the wrath of Mayo head on? It's for the sake of my friend, sure. If we're lucky, she'll finally show that dare side of her. Whatever. I'm up for it. I want to play with the people in the village. I want to be able to eat the delicious smelling foods and learn all about them. What about you, Machiko-san? Don't you want to be able to walk around without the constant fear of being chased down by angry villagers? This could be the only chance we have. I suppose. With both of you being so enthusiastic, I don't have much of a choice in the matter. It would be nice to be able to buy sake from the human world. Spirit sake is rather bland. That's the spirit. Spirits, we should hurry to the village then. Very well, Taka-kun. Meanwhile, in the village. ... The two guards who had returned from patrolling the area found their village in uproar. Chaos reigned supreme as villagers fled from their homes, screaming about some monster that had appeared in the marketplace. Armed with their weapons, the two rushed off to deal with the threat. I don't think I gave these guys voices, did I? Maybe I should give... Oh. Another attack so soon. First those crafty fox crooks sneak in twice, and now this? Hikage report. What is it this time? Oh, do several shop owners report seeing the same girl enter the shops, take food, and eat it without paying. Afterwards, they seem to turn see-through and melt away. She reported nearby, but I... One? How can one girl cause as much havoc? Those useless guardsmen. Hikage, come with me. We will deal with this one girl ourselves. I don't know if I can, bro. What do you mean? Oh, a spirit, right. Narumi, I need you to ensure that no one gets near. I'm trusting you with this. Much to the relief of Narumi, the katana-wielding girl approached the nearby shop, which had a crowd of people gathering around it. Devious monster, I'll show you this show yourself this instant. Surrender yourself and I might let you go free. However, the moment she tried to enter the building, a large pink mass surged outwards, knocking her back into the ground. Mio! In the shadow of a nearby building, a figure could be seen rustling about. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a girl, seemingly occupied downing several bodies of sake. Woo! Before she dropped them and turned to look at the person who had interrupted her. When she finally moved into the light, it became clear that she wasn't a villager, but a girl covered in slime from head to toe. Oh my. She's got flowers too. Slime girl.
I spilled that tasty drink because you surprised me. Now I'm sad.
What the? You're not welcome here, Spirit. You have caused chaos, and that tasty drink, as you said, was not yours. You are a thief and a nuisance. Leave immediately.
I'm not a thief. And what's a nuisance? You're just trying to act like a smarty pants because I don't know those fancy words.
Typical. It means you're a bother. You do not belong here.
Liar, the forest is my home, and this place is far from the forest. Therefore, I am not a thief.
No part of the forest.
Everything in the forest belongs to me and my sisters, including you.
What do you mean? Don't try to think funny, Spirit. I have fought against your kind before, and I still stand strong here today. Hikage, evacuate the people!
Seems like the human girl wants to play.
Do not belittle my abilities to defend this village. Ha! The girl lunged forward with her katana drawn and slashed through the spirit's body. However, the part that was sliced through sealed up almost as quickly, rendering the attack completely ineffective.
That tickles.
With the sword stuck inside the slime girl's body, the spirit quickly lashed forward, spraying several jets of slimy substance at the female guard, who soon discovered that her clothes began to melt away.
Let's see how confident you are without your sword and clothes.
Humming the last part with childish playfulness, the slime girl pushed the swordsman down to the grass. The slime that had been splattered onto her started to harden, causing her to stick to the ground. Oh! Oh! Look at that, it's like covered her dirty parts. What the? Let me go, cheater! Devious fiend! Excuse me.
You're the one who tried to use a sword against me. Don't you know that girls like me can easily avoid such things? Besides, this way I can continue eating in peace. Now be a good girl and stay here while I grab some more yummies.
Never! I will not rest until you have been vanquished. Darn you!
It's useless. Once my slime hardens, a puny human like you won't be able to break out of it. Especially one who is powerless without a sharp stick.
I assure you, I am more than just a monkey with a sharp stick. You will never break my stamina. You will not make me silent. Ah! Mayo struggled, clenching her fists in an effort to free herself. The slime cracked here and there, but nothing indicated that it was ready to yield.
Yes, you're a stuck monkey, but you're kind of loud. It's giving me a headache.
Slime girl playfully tapped the forehead as Mayo continued her desperate attempt to break free. Just answer me this. Why do spirits target us? You can go anywhere. You can spend your days hidden deep within our forest, and yet you constantly attack us, constantly throw our lives around like we are nothing.
But the forest is boring. There isn't anything around to play with aside from my sisters. You humans are such a curious bunch. But it's no fun when you all raise your swords, torches, and pitchforks whenever we visit.
You know what else isn't fun? Having to rebuild our homes every time you visit. We do not want our lives ruined every time you're feeling bored and wish to play. We are not toys, you monster. We are humans, proud and wise. Strong beings with souls and minds. We will not stand by idly as you terrorize our people.
I'm not too sure about your pride and strength. You do realize that if it wasn't for my slime, you'd be giving the villagers a show they wouldn't soon forget, don't you?
But that's not. You're the one who. My clothes are. That's not important right now. If it wasn't for this goo, I would still have my clothes on, fiend, monster, bratty little thing.
Oh, so you want me to remove my slime? I guess you are kind of annoying with your nagging and all. Maybe I'll punish you for a bit.
Slime girl smiled mischievously as Mayo as the slime that covered the girl started to compress, almost painfully so. This is nothing compared what the village has to endure.
I only came by to get some yummies. You're the one who decided to make a show out of it.
You took 2 from many the shops without paying for it.
Actually, maybe I should wrap you up in a cocoon and drag you back to my home. Then I won't have to visit the village to play with someone. If that's what it takes, I would do anything to protect this village and the people in it. If you promise me that you will not return to the village, then... You aren't exactly in any position to make demands. Stop! You can't go in there! There they are, Mako-chan, go! Use your magic! Right! The sound of running footsteps came from the crowd when suddenly the slime girl felt her body growing warmer. Small flame sparks seemed seemingly floating around her body, causing her body to slowly melt. At the same time, from amidst the crowd, 3 figures appeared to keep the slime girl from their prey. 2 fox spirits, one muttering an incantation of sorts, while the other was holding some sort of ritualistic staff. Trailing behind them was a Nagi willing guard, accompanied by a young man. Please, Narumi-san, we're trying to help. I don't want to have to stop you. If you think you can save Mayo, then okay, just know that if any funny business goes down, I'll totally chop your head clean off. Right. I hope the girls know what they're doing. Sakura, what are you doing here? You, Fox! Oh, I wonder if this is her spirit that we're talking about, because... While the slime... Well, I didn't even finish that sentence, sorry. While the slime girl was being distracted by the fox girls, I ran over to Mayo's side, using all my strength to pull the slime that covered her. However, all I seemed to manage was a slight tear. Freeing the girl was clearly going to take a while. They're here to help, so use your energy for something useful, like getting rid of this dang slime. Ah, Machiko, you have come to play as well? Please, tell your sister to stop her spell. It feels rather tingly. Mako, keep up the good work. No, Sakura. I have not come to play. You are a bubble-brained moron. Why are you harassing the villagers? If you wanted food, you could just have come to the mansion. Meanie Machiko, you can't tell me what to do. Not to mention the food from the village is tastier than the fruit at your place. Besides, I just wanted to play with them a bit. But then they started screaming at this monkey girl with a sharp stick, tried to scare me away. I will not stand for these insults. You just wait until I'm free. Oni-sama, spell's almost done. If I keep going on, it might. Just a little more, little one. Sakura, I did not wish for this to end this way. You know what will happen if Mako's spell is allowed to continue. You might get stuck in your midget form for a long time, and I'm certain you do not want that. Please leave this village, please. Bah, you're going to melt me? That's unfair. My sister won't be happy to hear Mako and Mago sided with the silly humans. When all I was doing was having some fun. I'll be back. And with those words, the slime girl melted into a pool of water and soon disappeared from sight. Once the slime girl disappeared from the village, I succeeded in tearing off the slime that covered Mio, I don't know what her name is. However, as the slime shattered into a million tiny pieces, Mio was left without any form of cover, causing me to quickly cover my eyes. Don't you dare look at me! Scrambling to her feet, the girl rushed away, most likely in search for a change of clothes. With the slime girl gone, the villagers turned towards the fox spirits with confused gazes. The tension in the air was thick. No one knew what to expect. Finally, a familiar figure emerged from the crowd. Hey, it's a pleasure to finally meet you again, Takahiro-kun. Even if the circumstances could have been better. What are you saying, Elder? That man's clearly in cahoots with the spirits. Wait a second, these girls just wanted to help. Oni-sama, my head hurts. It's okay, dear, I'm here. Just hold on to me tightly. I'll protect you, and so will Taka-kun. It's a trap! It's a trap! Silence! How dare you act with such hostility towards those who just saved your lives! The crowd seemed rather startled by the firmness in the old man's voice, but soon obeyed. Some of them feeling rather ashamed all of a sudden. It's clear that you and your companions did not come here with ill intentions, Takahiro-kun. I must ask you to forgive the people for their nervousness and hostility. As you have most likely noticed, contact between the spirits and humans have been rather problematic at best.
I understand their concern, but will you at least hear me out?
Very well. If that's what you desire, then it would be the least we can do for those who helped save the village upon this day. However, let us wait for the chief to return. I believe it will be important for her to hear what you have to say.
I'll go find her, Oji-sama. Feeling grateful that the elder had granted me a chance to carry out my plan, we waited for Maya to return. She's in charge of the whole place? She's the chief? Thankfully, the elder brought us somewhere private, where Machiko could tend to Mako without the villagers looking on in contempt. How many times am I going to have to say it? I am sorry. I froze, okay? I panicked. Your sword is stronger than my naginata. What was I even going to accomplish by? That is unacceptable. I will reprimand. What are those creatures doing here, Elder Sama? This is highly unorthodox. She's highly unorthodox. Shmeko-chan.
These are our guests, Tsukino Dono. You shall treat them with the respect they deserve. Now, take a seat and listen to their tale. That is an order.
I understand, Elder Sama.
First and foremost, let me express my gratitude for helping to save this village. While Tsukino Dono's brave attempt to stop the spirit allowed us to prevent further damage, I fear that her fate would have been much worse had the spirits not been allowed to continue this rampage. Therefore, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving Tsukino Dono, and this village, Takahiro-kun, and you as well, Fox Spirits.
No problem. Su-chan told us to do it. Besides, Sakura's a stupid, smelly meanie pants.
We humbly accept your gratitude, Elder Sama. Narumi-chan, Tsuko Dono.
Thank you, Mako-san, Chicha, Makina. You really helped us out here. You've got more guts than me. That girl had me terrified. Have you not considered that they might be working together with that monster? And this is all some ruse to sneak into the village and steal what little resources we have left? The elder sighed before his gaze sharpened. His tone surprisingly stern in comparison to how he had just been talking. His voice was so harsh that both girls visibly flinched at the sound.
Mio, you seem to be underestimating the power of these spirits. If those three had joined forces, there would possibly have been no village left to defend.
The man sighed deeply, shaking his head before continuing.
You should be grateful. We would not stand a chance if all spirits were to conspire against us. Do I need to remind you that we can barely stand our ground against even one of them?
Elder Sama, you must understand, due to my situation, I simply cannot pretend to be friends with the spirit. Not after everything they've done to us. But for now, I will at least remain silent on the matter. There seems to be more at stake than my personal feud here. I read that wrong. I know this Fox Spirits. If I find either of you doing anything suspicious, I will personally find out whether my sword goes through you as inefficiently as it did that monster. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go give me a little bite to eat and breathe for a little bit. I don't know, I got a little lightheaded there. I think it's from doing the old man voice. pushing so much air out. Anyway, I feel better now. I'll take it a little easier.
There should be no talk of such things within this house. Now, Takahiro-kun, you mentioned you wanted to tell us something. Could it be related to your younger companion's comment? I find it curious to hear her mention the name of an old spirit such as Tsuyuri.
Wait, did they talk about this? I feel like I missed it. Actually, what I am about to tell you is something I learned directly from her.
You mean you met her in person?
I nodded my head firmly. There's a reason behind the spirit's attitude towards humans. And doesn't it strike you as odd that there are only spirits in this particular area?
It is true that there has been no spirit sightings outside this region. But what does that have to do with us?
It has something to do with this region, apparently. You see, the spirits aren't from this world.
You mean to say?
Takakun, what are you saying? We are spirits, but surely we are still of this world. Oni-sama, what does that mean? Sayuri told me that you probably wouldn't remember it because of how young you were when it happened. But spirits have a world of their own. Some accident caused both worlds to merge temporarily. Then why aren't there any more spirits around? The whole thing was apparently dealt with before it got out of hand, but a few spirits became trapped here. Machiko, Meiko, and 4 other spirits, I thought it was just 4 total, were unfortunate enough to get stuck here. I think Sayuri willingly became here to watch over them. You remember being with Sayuri for a while, don't you? That's none of your business. Sayuri took care of us for a little while, but then she took us to a mansion and sort of just left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants us to. What about those 4 other spirits? Even though she's a powerful spirit, Sayuri has to follow certain rules. Because of that, she wasn't able to reach the other spirits. I don't know what to say. I need a moment. Might I use the other room to compose myself? Yeah, I'll show you. I'll take you somewhere and look after you to make sure you don't do anything fiendish and all that. Come on, Meiko, Kiko-san, this way. Machiko and Namuri left the room. I sighed and turned my focus back to the conversation. Now about the panty theft. All right, they did seem rather adamant about getting their hands on those for some reason. What was the purpose for that? Surely those girls have undergarments for their own. It was simply a mistake. I needed a maiden silk for my spell. How was I supposed to know that it was something other than the silky things girls wear? It was all a misunderstanding. None of them knew what maiden silk. Knew that maiden silk is another word for a wedding sash. Innocent, huh? If they really thought that, they should just use their own. Yeah, that's where you're wrong. Oni-sama, I don't have any. You too. I think we should move on to a different matter. They don't have underwears. Yeah, moving on. Sayuri suggested that we find a way to help you guys out. If we can make you trust us, we figured that maybe you would be able to make the sash. Help us make the sash. But why would we need such an item? Boo, silly man, I already told you I need it for a spell. Meiko, that guy is a magician. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Basically, Meiko has been researching a spell that would allow her to travel to another realm. Why would she desire such a power? Imagine being stuck far away from this village. You don't have any way to return to your loved ones. To make matters worse, you're in a place you don't know with beings unlike anything you've seen before. Now let's say you had the power that could let you go anywhere you want. Where would you go? Are you saying that? Yes, even if they weren't aware of it, they must have subconsciously felt they were different from you. They only wanted to go home. Home. Kinda, I guess? I just want to cast a spell to see what would happen. Suchian told me that if I ever felt like that, I should ask her first and go with it. So I did, and since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was just like any other spell. I think it's normal, Meiko-chan. Whether it's humans or spirits, everyone wants a place they can call their own. A place where they are accepted for who they are. Isn't that right, Elder Sama? You accept me for who I am, don't you, Takani? I would certainly feel sad if everyone ended up rejecting me simply because of who I am. Surely not all spirits are good at heart, but perhaps we have been too quick in labeling them all evil. For a moment, I saw the elder's eyes wander sideways through the room Narumi and Machiko moved to, and his gaze softened. His eyes are always closed. How could you notice him doing anything? Unfortunately, some of us have suffered quite a lot at the hands of the spirits. It will take some time for people to come to terms with those things, Takahiro-kun. Meanwhile, in the room off at the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit. She seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack. No. Oh, wait. No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I belong here, don't I? Maybe you should sit down or like lay back or something. I could get you a pillow if you like, or... No, you could not possibly understand. How could you know what it's like to have everything you knew your whole life just pulled away from you completely? Whatever, you're being dramatic about it. Actually, I do, bruh. What do you mean? It was a while ago. I was just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an incident involving those other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was like this big fire. My parents got trapped inside. They never made it out, so yeah. Don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. Ho? Ooh, just got told. I'm sorry. I did not know. I could not have known. Well, that's why you don't say stuff like that. Silly. That almost makes it worse. You should know exactly what it did to me and how it made me feel. Pardon? I do not know what you're talking about. Narumi, was it? Narutan. Naruto. What? That is what you used to call me, Chi-chan. You used to call me Narutan. Oh, we used to play together almost every day, and how you should know I was with you with the other incident that happened, and you don't even remember. The girl collapsed to one knee, clutching her head. So dramatic and silly. I remember the village glowing orange, a girl younger, resembling you. Why could I remember this before? My cheek, okay. My head hurts. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed for your parents, and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to... What? You had to run? The villagers, they wanted to catch us, all spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day, but I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Narutan, I'm so sorry. The fox spirit reached out for the guard, who pulled back instinctively. As she did, the pain seemed to disappear, and Machiko looked more relieved than anything. No, not yet. I can't just forget about all that. It isn't that easy. But for you to stand up... Wait. But for you to stand up to that slime the one you called Sakura. You risk your life for Mayo and for the village, and that's worth giving you a chance for. I can't promise a miracle though, cause she barely even listens to me. But I'll try to talk her down. She really isn't the cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you for giving us a chance, Narutan. I promise, Mako and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident. I'd rather not. It is a happy story, but if you do me a favor, I might be more willing to tell you. I want to get stronger. I couldn't do anything earlier today. I couldn't protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that, but that Takahiro guy should know some flashy moves. If you could get him to teach me some, I'll tell you about what happened. Deal, Chi-chan? I'm not sure. That seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me just a little? Always a charmer, huh? Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger. Like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. I love this voice. There's a little stream. The mood of this has changed so fast. I don't even understand. There's a little stream there that we used to fish in. Sometimes you would sneak into the village with me and we'd play pranks on the shop owner, knocking the doors and run away. Silly kid stuff. But you'd even show me your magic, your illusion abilities, but you said that you didn't like doing it all that much because it made Mako cry. That's right. When Mako saw me transform for the first time, she got so scared she ran away and nearly hurt herself. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Narutan, thank you for telling me that. I swear I will get Taka-kun to help you. Thank you. The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arm around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two hugged each other tightly, the fox spirit began to tremble. Hey, come on now. We could probably we should probably get back to the others. They probably wondering where we've gone. Forgive me for my absence. I must admit, I did not expect such revelations. Taku-kun, have you explained the situation? Yeah, I think they got it now. But it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you. I do believe it'll be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of the fox spirits. While I can't compromise that friendships will be forged today, let it be known that from now on the fox spirits are welcome in our village and have received the same respect as any other guest should. Thank you, Elder Sama. My sister and I are very grateful for your hospitality. However, the laws of the village shall apply to you three as well. Taku-kun, I believe it'd be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, I'll leave him in your care. And try not to put him back in the cell, you two. ... You've got it, Oji-sama. We'll do our best. What about Meiko-chan and Chicha? Meiki Chekyo-shi-chan. I would like them to stay here for the time being. We need to discuss what to do should other spirits choose to return. Elder Sama, I would like to say that I would like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. I also believe it would serve me well to hear that firsthand. Blah. Of course. I expected nothing, Tsuko Dono. I expected nothing. How about you take Tsuko for a walk? I do not think that this is a date, young man. You're going to need more than that show earlier to earn the right to date my granddaughter. The man laughed heartily as I bled. I'm like, seriously, I need to eat or something. I'm getting dizzy reading this. Like, hold my breath and reading a whole lot. The man laughed heartily as I blushed, smiling weakly. It seemed I wouldn't end up cuffed. Wait, at least I wouldn't end up being cuffed and brought to a jail cell this time. Maybe it would even turn out to be a pleasant experience. And that is that. Quick save. That's enough for this episode because I don't know. Man, I'm feeling weird tonight. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay toasty, my friends.